stage fright. Gotta ignore that.
So, how do we get into the foundry?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our one shot. One of the first one shots I've done on this channel. It should be interesting. Hopefully, it's fun. I hope all of my players will have fun. But yeah, I'm not going to. It's pretty much it. So let's jump into it. Was everybody able to get into Foundry?
I'm at the splash screen where it says join game session, game details, and return to setup.
You should be seeing a username, and if you click on that, you should have a drop down of a whole bunch of characters. Find the character that we discussed and click OK. There we go. All right, let's go. Look at that. You all in there, Swabby?
Yeah, I see this big, what is it, a big mutant fly or something?
Big mutant fly. So we'll start with welcome to Grimwood City, a place where modern and the mystical collide. In a tapestry of light and shadows, nested amidst the restlessness march of time, this city has grown from ancient roots, its streets echoing with whispers of the past and the murmurs of the unseen. As you traverse its sprawling expanse, you'll find yourself amidst towering skyscrapers that claw in the sky in the high-rise center, their glass and steel facades reflecting the ambitious and secrets of those who walk beneath. Neon lights flicker, casting otherworldly glow on the faces of the passerbyers, hinting at the unspoken mysteries that lurk in every corner. Beneath the city surface lies a world rarely seen but deeply felt. The sewers and subways hold their own secrets, from forgotten ruins to the creatures that shun the daylight. But not all of the enchantment is mystery. The city bears its share of shadows and sins. Wolfwater Howls speaks of a primal struggle. Obsidian District is opulent with facade mask of hunger that is never fully sated. Power plays out in the open and in the dark, with beings both human and otherwise vague from control. Yeah, amidst this myriad, can't talk tonight. Faces of wonder and woe, the city beats with the heart of its people, resilient, vibrant, and diverse, from the arcane academies to the tech-savvy workshops, from the bustling marketplace to the hollow halls of history. Grimwood City is a place of endless possibilities, a world without a world, waiting for its stories to be told. And we start this story tonight in a city councilman's office. Not office, let's, office room. Oh, God, I cannot talk tonight, guys. I'm sorry.
All good.
Cool.
Meeting room, and you guys are all sitting around, and there's this old struggling man with like chops, like skin chops on his thing, and he's talking to you. Why don't we go through and quickly, for the audience, just quickly describe your characters. We'll start with let's start with Eric.
All right. My name is Ash Johnson, and I am well, I was at one time a detective, and then half of my goods and everything I own went to my ex-wife. So now I don't even know why I'm here.
Alright, and let's go ahead and then go to Derail. Who's your character?
Um, I'm playing Bethany Ginger. Call me Beth or Ginger, whatever. It's easy. She is a redhead girl who loves mechanical work and has done that, learned it from her father, um, till her parents passed away in some strange accident some while ago. But when I became a little older, into my teens, I just had a sudden change, and I'm a were tiger. But I'm shy about sharing that unless I feel comfortable with you, so you will see me most often as the redheaded girl.
And then let's go ahead. Kylo, what's your character?
Uh, I'm playing Agent Gosling, a vampire from the 20th century, turned agent who broods through the night hunting monsters and trying to keep the normal citizens of the world from having to face the horrors of what lurks in the dark.
And John, let's go through your stuff character.
Yeah, I'm playing River. I am a faith healer, hero path, and I was, well, I guess I still am an environmentalist. But during a protest, things got crazy, and I ended up getting bit by a werebear. So now, every now and then, I will turn into a werebear.
And Brim.
Oh, so yeah, I'm a goblin, and I'm kind of like sitting in a chair, perched up, and I'm the techno hacker whiz, or I try to be, and I am right now surreptitiously looking at my Wi-Fi sniffer, and it looks like a box with a little LED, LCD screen, and lots of wires kind of snaking out of it, and I think it's working. Bang it a couple times. I'm sniffing down the local Wi-Fi.
And last but not
Wi-Fi is a technical term.
least, Swabby.
I'm playing a character of Gabariel. Uh, he was born to an ironbound mother and a celestial father, and his parents hid him from the church because church recruits them. But he was in secret growing up, developed his powers, and then he got too strong for the church to take him on, so the church hired him. So he's a soldier and has a natural charismatic and natural leadership, drawing others to him, and he uses strategic and calculated battle strategies.
Awesome. So you guys are in the office of Robert Canson, a councilman. He's in the early 60s, embodying the weakness of life spent in municipality politics. He's of average height and with a slight stoop in his posture that makes him appear and approachable than imposing. His hair, once a deep black, is now a salty pepper gray, combined meticulously to the side. His face carries the lines of many years of concern and contemplation, and deep-set, thoughtful brown eyes behind the round-rimmed glasses. He looks at you, a little saddened. He dresses in a way that assumes unassuming yet neat. His suits, although tailored, are often muted colors, grays and blues. He has a habit of polishing his glasses, taking off with his handkerchief. He looks at you and he says, I brought you all here today because I don't know if you've been noticing the power been going out around the city. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm pretty sure most of you are the ones to deal with it because it's we've had some disappearances with people investigating these power supplies. So what happened was about a week ago we started getting these block power outages, and we sent Bobby, and he does a pray with his hands. Poor soul. He went in to fix the power at the substation, and he never came back, and all we found was his torn up clothes at the site. About 2 days later, there was another power outage in Wolfwater, and we had somebody go take a look at that one. He did come back, but he had some weird, strange stories about a giant creature stalking through the office down there. And then we sat and talked about it, and then we lost power. So we finally sent the sheriff down, thinking that maybe there's something going on bigger than what we can handle. That sheriff fired off a couple gunshots, but was never seen again. And just recently, less than 24 hours ago, we've had a major power outage and 2 blocks worth of power went out in Wolfwater. And we're not gonna send. This is getting a little strange, and I hear you guys handle the strange.
Well, it's
For
already.
clarification, does the power come back on later on or never at those sites?
Well, we've been able to get it back on, but it doesn't come on by itself.
All right.
Anyway, I'm pretty sure I haven't been doing anything with. I mean, um, strange case. Yeah, it wasn't me. I don't do any physical stuff. I might have been poking around, but I mean, nope. And I hunch deeper into my chair, putting away my Wi-Fi sniffer.
I will
Which, by the
say
way,
that
Pondon.
all of these power outages have happened at night, which we find strange.
Why would you find that strange?
Because not many people use power at night.
Well, tell me what it is that's making you so interested in all this now.
Well,
Wolfwater was messier than a kindergartner's art project for years, and you wanted nothing to do with it.
we still don't really want anything to do with it, but unfortunately, they do hold some sway in the voters, because that is where most of the population lives.
Well, I've been trying to get your office to take a look at some of the disappearances down in Wolfwater for years. Now, suddenly, you've got a microscope on it because the power's going out. So tell me what's really behind your interest.
Well, people call when the power goes out. They don't care
Call when people
when
disappear, too. Maybe the right person hasn't disappeared yet.
That's probably
Now
the
you-
case. I'm just a politician. What do you want from me? I have no real power in the city. You know that.
Tell me about this
I'm a-
sheriff that disappeared. Anything we need to know about him? Her?
It wasn't him. His name was Wilbert. He's been with the force for about 8 years. Not much more to know about him. I mean, he was a good guy. One of the few good cops in this town.
So, what is it exactly you're asking us to do?
All right, I'm not going to beat around it. Look, I need somebody to go in to this last power outage and turn it back on. And the stories that we've been getting about crazy creature, and it's beyond what us Ironbound can handle. I know I'm not supposed to know about this, but I'm in politics. I have to deal with a lot of weird people.
Sorry.
It I mean, some of these things that people tell me that are real, I don't know if I believe, but we've had 6 people tell us about seeing a weird creature crawling around outside these power places.
And you want us to go in there? What? How big are we talking about? Weird creature.
Well, some people say it's as big as a dog. Some people say it's as big as a tiger. I get different
Oh, well,
stories.
Tiger. Yeah, there's a difference between a dog and a tiger. Are we getting hazard pay here?
You will be getting hazard pay if you want hazard pay, if you can take care of it.
Does that include honey?
Absolutely. we can make a honey deposit.
I think this is of a most noble cause, then. We can do it. Honey for everyone.
Well, I can't tell if you need an electrician or exterminator or a zookeeper. I don't understand why you've got me in this room full of freaks and geeks. I'm sitting here with a goblin and who knows what else. That sounds like I'm not the right person for the job.
Hey, I'm right here.
You
Sounds like you need to contact animal control.
I agree.
did. That's one of the people missing.
Listen, if a politician told me what the sky was blue, I'd look outside and check. So,
Look,
what's
you're-
in it for me?
You're here because you were told. I was told you were the best investigator in this town.
Well, that certainly was true. Though my wife took my car. So I want to know what I'm getting out of this.
I mean,
Ah,
if you want to
You're
replace
getting
it,
to walk. Lucky you. She took the car. You can walk. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, my
Look.
bus pass. It's got all the wear and tear it needs.
Let's just say this: I have some sway at the judicial system. Maybe we can get your spousal reimbursement down a little bit for you.
Listen, if you can get him to take down my alimony from what it is right now, you can sign me up for just about anything. I'm living in a one bedroom on the backside of a convenience store right now, just wishing I had a television. So if the pay's good, I suppose I'm in for a night's work. But if all I'm doing is trapping a dog, then maybe you are going to be overpaying all of us.
Well, I will.
Oh, well. We don't have to be talking about it being an overpayment. No refunds here, Councilman.
Look, I wouldn't be going to any of you if I wasn't on my last leg. I need to get this taken care of. I've tried the animal control. I've tried everything that I could think of, and it seems to be misgoing. And you guys all came recommended to me. I figured I'd get you all into a room and see who took the job. You all take the job, great. More hands on deck, better. I think we can handle this.
Ginger
happen
looks
to
at
have-
you and
You don't happen to
Ginger
have
looks at-
a net on you so we can capture this damn dog for you, do you?
I can get you a net if that's what you want.
Make it big enough for a tiger. We gotta prepare for the worst.
Make it out of meat sinew so it enhances the tiger at the same time we can capture it.
I step away from him a bit.
As he
Cheers.
steps away, Goslin will step up like from right behind him, and will he'll ask, "Do you have a written list of all of the victims?"
Absolutely, I can do that. Hey, Frog. Absolutely, I can definitely do that. Here, he hands you a list. It's a list of about 8 people. The sheriff's listed on it. The first guy was listed on it, and it lists actually 2 animal control officers on it.
You also have a copy of the police reports with the varying descriptions.
Absolutely, we do have that too, and we actually have video. It's shady, but we do have some video. And he
Oh,
pulls up a video for you guys, and it's literally just a camera that's pointed down into like a parking lot, and then you see something move. You can't really get a good grasp. It scuttles across the ground just outside the light, and then it scuttles up, and you see that the camera gets knocked off its edges, and that's where the video ends.
Mm.
So,
Hmm.
as you can see, it doesn't look like a dog or a cat, but it's about the same size.
Maybe a net will do. So this place we're going to, your power plant utilities. Do you have the you know, the secret net net passwords, net
Uh,
security passwords?
I am not privileged to those, but I do know there is security there. So, which is
Mm.
makes it even stranger because it is one of the central hubs for our power grid.
That's okay. I can find them on my own.
Are there some keys or something we'll need to be able to access getting in through gates or doors that you can provide us?
I can
Says
provide you with
Ginger.
keys.
All right. Are
Only
there tools on site there, or will I need a set of tools to work to bring?
there are some tools, but you might want to think about bringing some extras.
Okay.
Ash will light up a cigarette and ask to see the paperwork on the people who've disappeared. Specifically, he's looking for one that stands out. You got a sheriff, you have some extermination folks, animal control officers, but anything else in there that stands out? Anyone missing that is unusual?
Not really unusual. I mean, it, there was a couple power workers that went missing. The cop that, like I said, um, we thought maybe it was an animal, so there was a couple animal control officers. Um, that's about all that's on the list is power workers, the cop, and the animal control officers.
Anything investigating that video that might stand out, or just that
Let's go
shadow
ahead
of
and
a...
try an investigation roll. So
All right.
what we need to do is you can have up to 1, 2, or 3 questions.
All right.
I need to bring up those rules.
Is this does this work in with the investigative task hero path?
It
Is that
will,
what this
yeah.
is?
You'll get a boon
Okay.
to it. So
Okay.
go ahead and you can roll the dice. There's a dice bar at the bottom by the chat, and you can actually click the dice there and roll it there. How many? It's up to you. 1, 2, or 3 questions. Based on what you roll for these dice, you'll get different answers based on each die rolled.
Okay. All right. So I need to ask the question, basically.
Go ahead and roll the dice first.
All right. So just a single die, right?
You can do up to 3 questions. So if you want to do, so you can do 1, 2, or 3 die.
Okay. I'm gonna do 3.
You get a 5, a 1, and a 6. So you get the 1 is automatic failure. So you get 2 questions. One of them I have to answer 100% truthfully, and 2 I can answer vaguely if I choose to. So go ahead and ask your 2 questions.
All right. This is about the video, right?
Mhm.
Or about anything?
About the video
about
or anything about the insect, if you want.
The insect. It was an insect. This isn't like Speak with Dead, where if how many more questions do I get? That's 1.
No. Go ahead.
My first question would be this: has there only been one sighting of this creature, or have they only seen one creature, or are we dealing with multiple creatures? That would be my first
There
question.
has been a sighting once where somebody said there was multiple of the creatures.
Okay. Then more specifically, these creatures, when they first appeared, was there an event associated with them first appearing that maybe these power outages all started at the same time, the bugs all started at the same time? Was there something else that we should know about a precursor event?
Not that we know. He says to you.
How long has this been going on? I should ask that.
About a week. He said about a week and a half.
About a week. All right. Anybody have any other question that I should have asked them? Crowdsourcing here.
Bit late now. You already asked your two.
Yep,
I
that's
know.
two.
Yeah.
He can lie on the rest of them.
Yeah. As Goslin goes through the list of like sightings, he'll what's called anything that doesn't involve anything that puts anything bipedal, he'll just kind of put towards the back of the stack. And as he's organizing them by like, okay, cool, these are pretty similar, putting them like closer together, he'll ask the officer who's missing, how well do you know him?
Went to school with them. We were brought up basically in the same class for most of our lives. Never really got along with him, but he was a decent guy.
Can he shoot?
Yes, he's been known to shoot very well.
Yeah, he'll put on a stern thinking face. The officers in your city, they're service weapons. What's the caliber?
9mm. Most of them. That's what he was wielding that day.
Yeah. Something
Gee,
strong
maybe
enough.
we'll need a few hand grenades.
9mm would have brought down any normal animal. At least something dog-sized.
That's what
Well,
our
if
thoughts
playing
were
with
too.
electric, it might be able to absorb electricity too, but I would hope that's not what it's doing.
I'm sorry if this question was answered before, but can I get that video? Can I get pick out the best image and maybe do an internet search with my Wi-Fi connection device
Sure.
for like any biological info or maybe the local school or
The best
university
picture you can
biology
get
department.
wasn't the greatest.
Okay.
So
Can I enhance it?
you can you can try. Go ahead and roll me a E6.
Is it a task check?
Yeah, do me a
1d6?
task check. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's middle of the road.
You managed to enhance it somewhat, but not enough for Google search to actually do a search for it. It brings you back like
Hey,
pictures
look,
of ants and of cockroaches and of like flies.
Mm-hmm. Hey guys, look, a cockroach.
I
Oh, well.
don't think that's our suspect.
No.
So what do you guys
They're
say?
pretty tasty though.
Want to wander out there and see what's what?
I'd say Ginger thinks we should gear up with probably some heavy equipment for working on stuff, along with we're gonna need some kind of weapons because the sheriff went down and he had the 9mm gun. I don't understand why he couldn't handle something. Plus, there's multiples.
Hmm.
Well, I got my blade of the silver flame and my trusty pistol.
I have my software enhanced rifle. I enhanced the software on it. It's very
I've
technical.
I've got this big stick. Anyway,
I'm
around.
adequately armed. I'm adequately armed.
It's perfect. Let's go. I have bandages.
All right. Let's where so we got to go to someplace for equipment. You wanted equipment?
What are you looking for?
Electric proof bulletproof vest.
Probably not going to find that.
A can of Raid?
You
Your
can find a can of
laptop?
Raid. That's fine.
Ginger
Goslin
asked,
looks.
"Can I-"
Goslin
need
looks at the
anything
can
for
of
that.
Raid.
I've got everything I need. I've got a pencil, my trusty notebook, and Betsy.
What's a Betsy?
He'll pull his trench coat over, show you a nice, solid
Ooh.
45 revolver.
Oh,
That's
thought you were gonna
Betsy.
say something else. Oh, is that what you?
Yeah,
Stop. Okay.
I named it Betsy after my ex-wife because it's just as loud and just as mean.
You're still talking about your pistol, right?
Yeah.
Why is this not working?
Wait.
Okay, fine. We'll do it this way.
Still talking about the pistol you hold in your hand, right?
That's the one. Let's keep the other pistol out of your mouth. I mean, don't talk about it.
Oh, okay. Look, Goblin's gonna have a good time.
As we leave the building, I slowly nudge. Sorry, I forgot the name. Ash. And I point up and I said, "The politician wasn't lying. The sky is blue."
Well, I'll believe my eyes, but I won't believe him. There's
I
likely
can't look up
something
that
he
high.
wasn't telling us. And it's more than he was schoolyard chums with the missing sheriff.
I'm making
think
it
this-
so your name's all display so you know.
Do you think this politician has had something to do with this?
I think I've lived in Wolfwater my entire life. And the politicians, the police, and the animal control officers don't want anything to do with this area. It's run down, it's filled with crime and all kinds of supernatural things.
I'm right here. I'm a goblin.
Yeah, I glanced at you when I said that.
So you guys
Oh,
you guys all get in your cars and you end up driving to this substation. And as you're
You
pulling
think I'm
in,
rich enough to have a car?
I don't have a car.
I catch a ride with somebody.
I'm a ride with the goblin, I'm afraid.
Somebody
Yeah,
get him a booster seat.
Thank you.
you guys see what appears to be some people working at the facility. But they seem to be loading up a vehicle.
Which one of you guys looks the
Cargo.
most?
What time is it?
Hey,
It's about, I would say, probably 3 in the afternoon.
Oh, okay. This is a working day then. Still working hours.
where's Bethany? Which one's Bethany? Where's Bethany? Do I not see Bethany?
The green.
Oh, there's
orange
Bethany.
one.
I see Bethany. There you are.
If the breeze is blowing from them towards us, Ginger's going to sniff the air. She's trying to determine if they're humans or something maybe, or some of them are maybe different?
Sure.
Different? Hey, I'm right here.
Go ahead and give me
I'm
a
trying to
task.
stay upwind of you.
Go ahead and give me a task check with a boon. I'll give you a boon on that.
All right, I haven't used this
So go to your character sheet and click on the die next to task check, and it will ask you if you have a boon. Just hit +1.
let's see if I can do this. I haven't done this one before.
Excellent.
Probably not blowing my way.
Apparently not. Not. Yeah, you're not getting a good whiff. I mean, you do get a good whiff of tacos, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's from the goblin.
Never underestimate the tacos.
Explains. I mean, that explains. I was eating tacos for breakfast as I was trying to hack into the local bank. Which actually reminds me, can I start sniffing the local internet? See if I can log in something.
Yeah, you can try to. Yeah, we can say that you can connect to the local Wi-Fi here. It'll be hard.
I'm in.
How do they react when we pull up?
They stop suddenly, and one of them takes a step forward. He goes, "Hello, fellas. Can I help you?"
Are they wearing the utility uniforms
No, they're not.
or whatever?
I will step out in front of the weird-looking crew here and say, "Yeah, we're from the Animal Control office," and I'll flip my my wallet open and close it really fast. We're here to check out your bug problem.
Oh, alrighty. Well, you see, we don't technically work here, and you're kind of, but we kind of just want to finish up here. So, why
are
don't
they
you
loading?
come back? They're loading computers mostly.
Oh, what? Oh. Um.
Do I know any of these guys?
Who said that? Eric?
Ash, yeah.
Ash. Yeah. I'm gonna say you do. You know them as the Red Cap Gang. And you, all of the rest of you, kind of notice that they're all wearing either red bandanas or red hats. All except one tall one. He seems not to be wearing it, but he's wearing a red coat.
I'll walk up to the fellow with the red coat and listen. We don't want anything to do with whatever you're doing. We're not here for you at all. So this rough crowd behind me, they don't care what you're taking. We just want to make sure that we can get inside the building and you won't care one way or the other. So get your shit together and get out of here.
He kind of
Wait a minute.
leans over and says, "What do you think, boss?" And the shortest one in the group goes, "What do you think,
Shorter than me?
boss? Big Tony. What do you think?" And yeah, he's shorter than you. I think we got enough for right now. We'll be back though.
How's your funeral?
Yeah, anything good there? Like anything that I might be able to purchase?
Just standard office equipment. Nothing worth
psh.
actually.
I got
So
better stuff in my home.
I'll get in their van and start to drive off if you're not gonna stop them.
Good luck selling that shit.
As they're driving off, Gosling's going to take a look at their license plate as they're driving off,
Sure.
Are we evil?
and he will, because he was in the 20th century, so before phones were a thing. he'll pull out his phone, and although he looks like he is doing some long contemplation, he's trying to open up this notepad to type it in.
Not a problem. You managed
Oh, wait.
to. I will say that Agent Goslin, because he is so old, he knows how to remember a number. So you memorize the number, not necessarily get it into the phone.
He pulls out phone, tries to open up notepad, accidentally opens up the contacts, gives up, and just dedicates to memory.
Yep.
Now pulls out trusty notepad and pen.
You want me to run a background check on them?
No, you don't need to. That guy right there lives on 4th Street. That girl, yeah, she was friends with my aunt. I know where most of them live.
As you approach the doors, they're big, thick doors, and they're lying on the ground, like something busted them open.
Oh no.
Are they lying on the ground, inwards or outwards?
Doesn't
Inwards.
matter. Something busted them open and tore them off the
And they're
hinges.
thick. They're
So-
like an 1.5 inch thick metal doors.
Inch and a half thick. It don't matter whether lying in or out. We have to deal with whoever did it. Does it look like it was a vehicle that punched them in?
No. You can
Oh,
actually
God.
see claw marks on the
Oh
door.
no. Oh no. I stand behind the
Did-
big bear. Actually, wait. Are you in bear mode right now, or?
Oh, can I
Is
shift
it-
out?
I was just wondering. I stand behind
Yeah,
the
you can
biggest.
shift in and
biggest
out. You
person
don't
here.
have to be a bear or a tiger. I just happened to those were the images
Okay.
I made. Normally, if
you know
this
what?
was a full game, I'd have it so you could switch back and forth, but
Sure. Since this city has seen a bunch of crazy things, would a bear walking around be really that suspicious?
it would be suspicious.
It would be? Okay.
Because most of the city kind of waved the miraculous universe that surrounds them off like, I didn't see that, or maybe that was okay, that's a bear, maybe it was a circus bear type deal.
You'd be amazed how many people think I'm just either a large pet chimpanzee or a really large rat, or just didn't even see me. It's amazing the things I do. Like,
I'll go with
Gotcha.
large rat.
Yeah. Well, large rat, you can still stand behind me. I'm still very tall in human form.
Ginger's gonna walk up and examine the claw marks and such on the door and
Mm,
review how big those are, 'cause even compared to when she's in tiger form, how large her claws are and such. Get an idea of maybe how big this creature is.
oh yeah,
I'm
good
gonna
idea, good
Go
idea.
ahead
You
and
think you can take it
give
down?
give me a task check, and I'm gonna let you use your repairing items, so you're gonna get a boon to that.
Is there any way for me to help because I'm holding my claws up too?
He already has a boon, so
Already has one. Okay.
I hold
So
my
that's-
hand up in comparison. I'm like, damn.
So that's 2d6. Is that
2d6,
correct?
yeah. Take the highest.
Okay.
6. Go ahead and roll me
Ooh,
another.
there we go.
Go ahead and roll me another d6.
When am I?
Okay. So, exceptionally well, you get an exact footage of this creature. Maybe it's because somebody was helping you, but you managed to get the one that tore this down was roughly the size of a tiger. So it was roughly 6 feet long, 3 feet high.
Oh my God.
It doesn't look like actual like claw marks like a mammal would make, but the indents on the metal seem to be torn away almost instead of like jaggedly cut.
Yes.
I just share my observation with the rest of the group so they've got an idea at least the size of it, but how its claws work
Triple
seems
my
really
size.
odd. More
Any
my
smells?
size.
Any smells prevalent in the area?
Uh,
My guy has a sensitive to smell
yes.
aspect.
You
here.
smell. What smells like manure?
It wasn't me.
Is there a farm near here?
There isn't. No farms anywhere near it. You're in the heart
Okay.
of the city.
Hey, those dudes that ran off shit everywhere, man.
I hope that's it. Hey, can I connect into the system and maybe look for a security camera? The security camera
Sure.
signals.
Let's do a hacking then. Hacking
Oh
is
dear.
hacking is a little bit different.
Uh,
I'm going to roll 3d6, and it's hidden. Oh,
Okay.
that wasn't hidden, was it? That was okay.
all I see is question mark.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way up.
Question marks.
So now what you need to do is, you have to roll me three. It's a medium security, so you have 4 attempts. I need you to roll me 3d6, and after each attempt, I'll tell you if you get a digit.
Okay.
So each die is a
Uh,
digit. So roll me 3d6.
Okay. Do I do that? Do I just do a task check and then
No, just
put in
ro-
3?
uh,
Or oh
yeah,
no.
Yeah, or on the
Oh, I s-
bottom, you
right.
can just click the dice.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I've never done this before.
I know
Oh.
you
Oh,
do
I-
Foundry all the time. I don't know what's wrong with you. You got one. You got 2 digits, so you only need to go ahead and roll me another 3d6 and see if you can figure out the.
Oops. D6. Whoa. R3D. Oh, okay. Right. Hang on. That. Push the button. Oh.
Bam! You solved it. So the 3 and the 1 was the first one, and the 2 did the last digit. So you are in. You have full access to the system. There are cameras, but you notice that they're saying their power is out.
Right. The power's out. That's why we're here. Uh, yeah, I'm connected in, but there's a signal that's interfering with the video signals. We're gonna have to track that down. I think maybe if we reboot the system, if you guys are up on the techno languages, we have to reboot the system. That means one of yous or some of yous, the burly guys stay with me, but some of yous go in there and reboot the system.
You're the techno dude.
Yeah.
You need to show us how to reboot a system, buddy.
Well, usually I kick it.
Kick it eye.
Follow
These
me.
sound good. Doesn't sound
Hey.
like the solutions.
Well, you'd be surprised.
So these doors
And
look like
many
they're
ways, you know.
two. These doors look like they're 2 separate doors. Is that accurate?
Yeah, they were like 2 doors that kind of shut together.
Okay.
They would normally
so-
open up.
Yeah. So Goslin will look over at Gabriel. He was the one. Gabriel, you were the one that was doing that was checking the claw marks, right?
I think
There
that
it
was
is.
Beth.
Ginger, Bethany,
Ginger.
Beth.
Oh. All right. Then he'll glance over at you, Bethany, and then glance back down at the 2 doors, staring at them, and say, "If it was one beast, glance down there, crouching to touch the claw marks you're inspecting. Do you think it was big enough to have to break down both doors, or could it have been multiple?"
Was there any difference in the size of the marks or where the metal was removed? Or were they basically the
With your
same?
roll that you got, I would say that you probably saw a couple smaller marks, but the major
Okay.
but the major marks were large and about the same size.
Point this out to them with the guess. We are probably dealing with multiple creatures, and clearly one is larger than the others.
Maybe it's just a mom and her children on a tour,
It might be.
and they accidentally hit the
Could.
off switch.
Hey, quick question. When I zoom in using the mouse wheel, how do I scroll left and right to get the
Right
scene
click,
into my view?
Hold down your
right mouse.
right button. Yeah.
Thank you for asking. That's
Thank
been
you.
bugging me.
You can, yeah. So
Ah, yeah. Goslin will stand up from his crouch and what's called give kind of look over at everyone and say, "They're turning this place into a breeding ground, then, a lair of sorts."
Why'd you have to say that? That's horrible.
Yep, he doesn't respond as he just starts walking around and glancing around, investigating.
you guys see
That's horrible.
you see Agent Gosselin, you see a doorway ahead of you, and that doorway actually leads into a further hallway. It does.
Oh, is it open?
It is open, yeah. It doesn't actually lead there, but that's where it's going to lead.
Okay.
While they're doing all their tech investigation and magic investigation, I'll be looking for a little bit more mundane things like bullet holes and trails of blood. And when I do that, I say to myself, the warehouse loomed over me like regret after a 3-day bender. The shadows clung to the walls like guilt, and every corner whispered, just like they do in horror shows, don't go any further.
Is he talking to us?
Wow, he's pretty
Oh,
verbal.
sorry. I sometimes talk to myself. I apologize.
I'm just looking for something to shoot.
You do see what seems to be pellets of dung.
Ugh. Well, I told you it wasn't me.
I look around for bullet holes and I find balls of crap.
Yep.
Just my life.
Wow.
The only real place
How
to
big
go from here is into the hallway. Would you guys like to go that way?
This way.
Yeah.
Is that an office? Ooh,
Oh.
oh.
I'm gonna let the immortal lead the way.
Yep, you get a glance at that comment, but what's it called? But he won't say anything as you see he reaches underneath his coat and he'll grip something as he walks, but he doesn't draw it yet, as the entire world is now darkened. All right, guys, we failed the mission. Game
the
over.
world's,
Oh, no.
World's darkened because
Oh, well.
you guys should have.
Go to my house with tacos.
I should have vision. Oh, jeez.
Plot twist is a tripwire bomb set by the Germans back in a special op unit.
How do I turn my flashlight on?
I'm working on it.
Oh my god! I realized I'm fucking Goslin was alive during World War II.
Yes, he was.
Wow, the light in here dropped faster than the stock market crash. I buttoned up my coat, but it wasn't the cold.
Hey, so
giving me
I'm a
the
horrible
chill.
DM for not having this already prepared. We get it.
Goslin has internal flashbacks to the stock market collapse and the Great Depression. Times were tough for an immortal back then, you know?
One too many gumshoe movies and books for you.
Ginger's walking by the wall trying to feel for a light switch.
You find one,
And pulls
but
out
when
a
you flick it,
flashlight. She'd have a flashlight.
okay.
I open up my laptop and look around with the light. I feel comforted by the light of the LED LCD. Oh, it's OLED. Whatever.
If I shift into the bear form, do I get any sort of Super bear vision.
No, unfortunately, bears don't get any major low light vision. I only
Okay.
put you
Yeah,
guys.
goblin standing by your
I put
side.
you guys outside the map, so there's nothing outside. You just
Oh.
have to walk forward.
You're,
Okay,
it's clipping through, man.
you guys walk in and you guys
Staying behind
see
the immortals. Ah,
some footprints that lead to a vent that
It's a
seems to
picture.
be bent a little bit.
Air duct vent or what?
As you walk forward, the lights flicker
Ah,
on and off.
maybe these
hello. Oh,
maybe
oh,
these
sorry,
bugs are
it's joking,
camera
sorry.
shy.
Anybody got a mirror?
I can do
One
one.
of you
I
can have
ha-
a mirror. That's fine.
Goslin's standing right there. What are you saying?
I want to
Question.
see how pretty I am.
My question. My what is it? Where is it? My mist movement. Does it have to be like immediate reform, or is it like I can bop someplace and then bop back?
Uh,
Why am I in front?
for shapeshifting, in non-combat
Oh,
you can do it freely. In combat, I would have to have you roll.
Fair. And then, do I still have my senses while I'm doing it, or am I like dead to the world while I'm doing it? Like can't see.
No, you can have your senses while you do it. It's not like it's painful, but it not like you don't know what's going on around you.
Gotcha.
Listen,
Yeah.
fellas, sometimes it's just good to go in guns blazing. And I'll open the door.
Good with that too.
I
So
I
you-
make sure I'm not
that's
in
the-
his firing.
That's the grate that's been bent. So you're going to bend it out so you can get in, or
So is it gone? So is the grate going into the hallway?
yeah, it's going
Looks
in.
like
It's bent
No, no,
in.
I don't want to go there.
Okay.
Oh, can I pull up a map of this place? I'm sorry. I just realized.
You can.
Hmm.
With your hacking, you were able to get a map.
Do I?
Ah,
Oh, I own a flashlight. God. Oh, I need
Hey,
to.
rat.
I need to read things a little bit better.
Or chimpanzee, whichever you prefer. There's a computer over here that's calling your funky sounding name.
Um.
Oh, that's me. Wait, that me?
Well,
Oh,
I don't know if
hello.
you're a goblin, a chimpanzee, or a rat, but either way, you like to play with these gizmos.
I like to play with a lot of gizmos.
Ha, that's the name of my trouser trout.
Gizmo.
I'm giving
feed
you
it
guys
after
all a
midnight.
flashlight.
Electronic gizmos, thank you. My gizmos use batteries.
Yeah. Yeah. Goslin will take his flashlight, turn it on, and point it towards the vent on the ground, and then he'll turn into a cloud of mist and float just past the entrance of this grate, and just see if there's any particular spooks on the inside.
So you're going in like there?
Yeah, just pop in real quick, take a quick little glance, and then pop back. Because
That's
being
what you're
separated
saying.
is not a great idea.
You're basically seeing not much.
Fair.
This computer is probably not powered, right?
That computer, it flickers to life for a second, and then
Ooh.
flickers off
Uh,
as the
I,
light behind you turns on and then turns off.
Look at these dog-sized bugs or anything like the cockroaches in my apartment. They're eating all of the wiring. So chances are you're going to need to check the walls.
I kind of scrunch away from walls. Is
Gabriel,
there any USB
You do notice
keys
that
or...
this console seems to stay on even though the power goes off.
Oh shit! Well, interesting. I try to
Well,
I
not
don't know,
where
call up
not
a
where
menu.
you're at. Up here.
Oh. Oops. Up and down. Oop. I cried with one too many walls. Oh, thank you.
Ahead of you,
Okay.
Agent Goslin, you see a giant steel door that is very solid and appears to have bolts that have bolted shut in it.
Yeah, he'll approach it all the way up and take his finger and run along the seams of it to see if it's airtight.
Does appear to be airtight.
He scowls.
So what's on this?
Damn.
What's on this monitor that's still lit?
Now, that monitor seems to be a security terminal, and as you look closely at it, it basically it's asking for a password.
Hmm.
Want me to kick it? You said to reboot
No.
to kick it.
Well, obviously it's on, so you don't need to kick it.
You said
kick it when
reboot.
it's
You
on.
didn't say turn it on or off. You said reboot, kick it.
You know what? You have a fair point. Hang on to that though, and I try to hack the system.
All right, this is a high security
Oh,
hack, so you're going to need
Okay.
you're only going to have 3 attempts for this.
okay. Okay.
Set myself to private and I'll roll. All right, I've got them. So now you go ahead and make your first attempt.
But you rolled 3 6s. I don't. I'm kidding. I can't.
Oh, he didn't. He rolled 7.
I can. So I rolled 3d6, but I only have 3 chances.
You only have 3 chances per yeah.
Oops. Let me look at something. Can I like?
Nope. Just roll
Okay.
3d6, man. That's it.
Jesus Christ.
1 digit.
Look at the symmetry.
You have 1
Hmm.
digit.
The password is not penis.
Wow.
How interesting.
Roll me
Good.
another
That's very
3d6.
unusual.
You should have tried Terminex.
You should have tried eggplant.
I try.
Hell of a
try to
lot.
Suck my.
Hell of a lot of security for a power plant.
Wait, I can still try,
Grim,
even though I
roll
rolled
me
like
3d6.
3 ones. Okay.
You get 2
Oh, okay.
digits.
I got 2 of them.
I'm
Oh, my
gonna.
goodness.
Ash will go back to the other office,
Okay.
and
Mm,
I'm gonna look underneath the keyboard and on the inside of the drawer underneath.
Okay.
See if there's a
yeah, look for a
password.
little card that says
See if there's a
password to
password
nearby
left in
console.
there.
All right.
Plot twist. There's a sticky note on the monitor.
Let me see how
No,
he's.
I'm thinking people tape it to the bottom of the keyboard or inside the drawer, and on the underside so nobody can see it.
You didn't find anything.
Look at
Did I find anything?
You don't. Nope. You didn't find anything.
okay.
You
I
wanna
got
do your last
once
attempt?
per session. Yeah, so I got
How about
once per
here?
session virus software.
Yep.
Uh,
You want to use it?
is this the make or break? I feel like this system would probably. Yeah, okay, I'll use it. Why
Okay,
not?
You get
Let's
access
do
to
it.
the security system, and it says, "Open doors, shut down security."
Open doors, security.
They're
Security
two
system
separate
active, though?
options.
There's no power. Ah. Let's Well, we haven't run into any doors that are locked, so.
Well, the one ahead of you is locked.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, airtight
y'all-
seal too.
You all ready? You all ready to move on? Are we gonna move on from this place?
Bugs didn't move. Bugs didn't come through here. Door's still standing. They clearly came through the vent. Do we have a way to seal it?
No. All I can do is open and then turn off security. Wait a minute. There's no power, so security should be off unless it's on its own separate power channel system. I think you guys call it own separate electricity, but it's a power system channel operation.
Ginger looks at the vet and realizes to close it, we would probably have to get a piece of sheet metal to just basically weld or screw onto that cover.
Pretty much, yeah.
Where she's standing is where the tracks seem to end and take a left.
Yeah,
What
they
is down that hallway there?
That's the vent system. So it goes into the vent
Oh, that is
system.
the vet system. Okay. So, how large of a creature can fit through that vent opening?
Probably the size of a dog.
Don't
Wait
really
a minute,
feel
why
like
can't-
crawling in there.
Yeah, why can't the goblin climb in there? He's about the size of a dog.
Oh,
Goblin
Hold
can't
on
climb
a
in
minute.
there.
I just had a realization. Yeah. Goslin will walk back over here. Look at that grate. Think back to what broke down those doors, those massive claws, and say, the big one must have come in a different way.
Oh, you're
Maybe
talking
he
about
got
the,
bigger after he ate the 2 animal control officers.
You said he might have gotten in after eating the animal control?
I'm just saying maybe it grows after it eats. I know I do.
The attacks on the animal control officers happened after they arrived. If all the disappearances happened here, all the bodies would have been here. There's no blood.
Ash will do an investigation check in the clothing area as well.
I find uniforms and some specialized footwear that seems to be very neat and clean. Like maybe they use it for like clean suits.
It's way too clean for this warehouse.
you want me to go in the vent?
Or do you want to?
We're gonna open this. We're gonna stack up and open this door, or we're gonna send somebody through the vent.
I
Your
can open
decision.
the door.
If we don't go through the vent, we should block it off with something. He says as he'll go to the table and knock it to its side and break one of the legs.
Sure. No problem. You do that. What are you
And
gonna do with
above table, if nobody wants to go through there, on Goslin is just gonna jam it full of like the little table legs
What?
and sticking the sharp ends
you got
like
a table
towards.
there?
Wait a minute.
Ginger looks at you. Said, "Just bring me the table, and I'll pull out of my toolbox a battery-powered drill, and I will drill some holes in, and then I will screw it on as a plate across it. It won't be great strength, but anything that's not probably human-powered or more won't be able to get through there.
Oh, it'd make a
As
lot
it
of
gnaws
noise if it
through.
did.
Hey Donovan,
Yeah, then you could come check it out.
what does this button do?
So you managed to slap it down, get it all drilled in, right? Not nice and tight on that grate.
Your screws, what are they made of?
They would be metal screws because a lot of my work is done with metal stuff. So they might actually be sheet metal. Well, not sheet metal, but some long screws that met more for metal versus wood, but still going to hold it here.
Yeah,
Oh,
he'll
if you're asking if they're iron, they're probably not iron. They'd probably be steel.
Yeah, probably stainless steel, most likely.
yeah. He'll then turn over to Bethany. You're the one that you were all doing all the sniffing, right?
Yeah, check the air quality, covering our tracks.
How are you with picking up the scent of blood?
If it's, yeah, I can pick that up if it's fairly close and not too dry.
Dave,
What about
while they're
what
working
about
on
a
this,
trail?
I'm going to ask Donovan What
yeah,
are these?
I could follow a
What
trail.
does the computer control?
The door
It does the
and
door.
the security system. I can shut
And,
it down. And
So if I
open the
click
door.
this, I'll hit enter on the door. What does it do?
And with that,
I don't.
Gabriel needs to make me a miraculous save. And Ash, because it's probably going to go through Ash. And hit Ash too. Think about it. So miraculous save
wow.
is on your character sheet
All right.
in the armor section.
Roll to pray for a miracle. Is that what the-
No, not that one.
no, not that one.
Not miracle, miraculous.
Oh, miraculous. All right. I can't be surprised. So
You can't.
I can't. It says here I have danger sense.
Okay, then I will give you a boon on this.
All right.
2 ones does
Well-
not help you anything.
Well, we were right. The Germans were
that
here. They
did
left
not work.
landmines. German landmines are going off.
Gabriel,
coming
you
back.
do have the capability of using no,
Hero
you don't.
dice.
You don't. Your hero die to reroll. Same with you, Ash. If you want to use a hero die to reroll,
I will definitely use a hero die to reroll. So,
Can I shut off the system? Is it like a? Is it either machine guns or like a continuing electric shock?
it's a machine gun. But let me
Oh,
settle
well,
with
that-
this real quick.
Yo,
Now
this place
Ash,
is really the security.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rerolled both my hero dice.
I'll give
Can I
you
shut
back.
off the system?
I'll give you a
Shut
back
off
one
the system.
because
Okay.
that 3 you could use 2 karma to bump it up to 5, which I think it makes. Oh, you need a 6.
You could
Yeah.
use-
Worst rolls ever.
That is the worst rolls ever.
I've got 3 karma, so I'm gonna have to use all 3.
If you want to survive it, yeah.
How do you roll a hero die?
All right.
Just roll me a d6 and I'll take care of your hero die indicator. I think a 5
Hey.
lets you. You need a 6 too. So, do you want to spend
what
a
a
karma
karma.
to bump it up to 6? You have.
Say yes.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to find it on a character sheet so I have an idea what I'm looking
Yeah,
at.
if you're on the character sheet, it's at the very bottom on the right hand side. It says karma.
There's nothing in there.
Minus
Right
3.
column, you got strikes, armor, mental defense, miraculous, hero die, karma.
Yeah, I got 3 P strikes, 3 M strikes, 3 armor, 5 mental defense, 6 miraculous, 4 squares
that's
for
your
hero
number.
die, and there's nothing in karma. That's why I'm asking.
Ah,
Here it
you
is.
Can
had
I
It
spend
3
shows-
karma to
karma
start.
for him?
shows 3 karma on my screen.
Oh, you're talking about the little left-handed square on the
Oh.
actual screen. I was looking at the character
Karma.
sheet.
No, I'm looking at the character sheet too.
Yeah.
I'm seeing 3 on your character sheet. I'm seeing 0 on the hero die because I used it.
You're saying the karma section isn't even showing.
Now, the
see where it's
karma
at.
on my character sheet doesn't have a number in it. That's probably his
okay.
problem too.
Yeah, I pulled up the actual character sheet with the picture on it, but now I see what we're
Yep.
looking at here.
Yeah, it
Here.
should all be 3 for everyone to start
Yeah,
with.
except for River. River gets.
Except for me, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so you guys managed to dodge out of the way as this turret starts shooting.
I'll click the other entry for turn off security system
And it will
as soon as
Yeah.
I survive.
that will turn off, and it will shut down.
Okay, so I got the wrong order. My apologies.
You're dangerous to be around.
You're right there.
There's a reason
You
I'm
good?
not married anymore. Maybe
Uh,
I pull three.
for activating machine guns.
Don't click that.
Well, now it's not activated. Ginger's
Oh.
going to go up and take a look at it and see if we can possibly pick it up and carry it with us and use.
Yeah, go ahead. You go ahead and take a look at it. It does seem like it's something that you could separate out. You wanted.
Is that laser beam supposed to be anything or?
No, it's not supposed to be there. Yeah, I built it into the map and then I changed my mind. I'm too lazy to. I was
So-
too lazy to remove it.
So, yes, if I can disconnect it and we can bring it along, and actually, if it's not super heavy, I can actually
It's-
carry it myself.
It is fairly heavy. You can disconnect it and carry it,
Yeah.
but it is fairly heavy.
Technically, that's not generally my problem. Unless you're going to say it is, because I think it says I could even, pick up
No, I think you're
car or
fairly strong.
engine.
I
Yeah.
thought you were gonna see that's where you pee in the little urinal.
Yeah, I can say you can take it with you.
All right.
You know, if misfortune were an art form, I'd be Picasso.
Uh-oh.
Why? Uh-oh. Why'd you say uh-oh? Uh-oh.
That's why I say uh-oh. We have company,
Why?
Gaza
Why
will
am I
say.
in front? Out of my way.
Oh, great.
All right. So
What do my eyes perceive?
we'll begin a combat, the first real combat. Now,
No.
the way EZD6 does combat is the players go first, then the enemies, and the players can go in any order that they want. Who wants to go first?
The lady with the machine gun.
Okay.
my vote. I'm
On my screen, I'm not actually seeing a creature yet.
It's true.
Oh.
So-
Oh, there we go.
Come in the
Now
room.
I see him. 2 bugs. Got it.
Come inside. Bring your gun.
Okay. Yes.
Stack up.
Oops. It'll take me a minute.
So can I take out my assault rifle and shoot?
Ken, Beth was going to do something.
Yeah, she's just trying to get herself in the room. I'm being clumsy with this.
It's
How's
a
that?
heavy turret.
we go.
I think it's okay.
Yeah, it's
You good? I
it's
don't
my
argue
fingers.
with I don't argue with the person with
I,
heavy
you
sentry
tell me
turret.
how you want me to do this shooting.
Everybody's stepping
Just
behind.
go ahead and roll me a d6, and because it only has a single attack. So 6.
Oh,
roll me a
well, there we
d6
go.
again.
Ah, nice.
Well, something's getting turned into a fine
Hey,
mess.
look
at that.
Oh, jeez.
Roll me
It's
another
definitely
d6.
getting turned into a fine
Bethany, you
mess.
take care of the 6s. I'll do all the 1s. How's that?
It's not that heavy.
So you cause 2 strikes to it. It is bleeding profusely, and then it screams a little and chatters, and then starts moving towards you guys.
Not
Anger.
dead.
No, it's not dead.
Somebody else's turn.
Um,
Well,
You wanted to go, Donovan. Do you want to still go?
yeah, I'll try to add more damage to it.
Roll your attack. Which I think you
what
get
is
a
my-
boon because you have ranged attack.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Range attack.
And you actually get 2d. You actually get 3d6 because your assault rifle has a boon too.
Nice.
So what do I roll?
3d6.
Oh, I was typing in the. Okay, just
You can just click the button.
yeah. I just discovered that.
So take the highest, which is 4. 4 is enough to hit it. So you will blow it to smithereens. As your assault rifle
Oof.
just to mist. Who's next?
I'll take a shot at the one in the back over there. I'll roll beneath or beside Bethany over to the right hand side, or the north, I should say,
If anyone needs me to move out of the way, tell
and
me
just
now.
kind of get in front of Donovan after he shoots and fire at that other bug.
Not gonna lie, Donovan was screaming.
You have ranged gun attacks, so you get a bonus, and I don't think your revolver has. No, your revolver's fine because you're near.
Okay. +1 Bane for far range crit on 5+. Okay.
But
So I
you're
just
not-
roll 2.
Just roll 2d6. Yep.
All right.
Double
about that?
sixes. Roll me 2d. Roll me a d6 again. Only one of those counts. So.
And a 1.
And a one.
Trusty one.
Well, you get a crit, so you get a strike on him. So you manage to hit him. It doesn't do as much damage as the heavy machine gun did, but and it will start
I'm not-
moving faster towards you guys.
It knocked off an antenna.
Yeah, basically.
Guys, it's moving fast.
Okay, so that's Ash. So I still have Agent Gosselin, River, and Gabrielle Lopez. Who wants to go next?
I'm small. Step over me.
I believe in you, River. Take him out.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Does someone else? Is there someone else that can shoot?
Yeah, I got a pistol. Just how do I shoot it?
You have a pistol. You just go ahead and roll your. Let's see here. You got a baboon to melee attacks, but not to regular guns. So it's just going to be a d6.
How's that?
5. That will, I think, that will hit it and give it a strike. Why did it gain 2 strikes? It should be down to 1 strike.
You made it stronger.
It looks really hurt right now.
Next.
And
What's the distance for the moon we can move in a turn?
there is no real distance. Just tell me where you can easily get up to it if you want because it's a near. If it was far away, I'd probably say that you probably couldn't reach it, but near is close enough. Near is about 20 feet,
Okay.
20 to 30
Uh,
feet, so.
Well, if y'all don't mind, I'll have it. I have a melee weapon and I have a one big boy weapon, but I gotta save that. Yeah. I guess Gosling will
Charge up to it and
What's called
slice
he'll-
it.
yeah, he'll cut the distance and take his scythe out from underneath his coat. Try to give it old hit him with the old razzle dazzle. I have boon to melee attack, so
You do,
oop,
yep.
oop. Double 1. Nope, 6.
6. Excellent. Roll me another d6. All right.
3.
You managed to still kill it. How do you do it? That scythe.
Seeing that it's being pepper boxed, he'll come in with his scythe low, kind of letting it graze across the ground a bit as it picks up momentum, and he'll go for dissecting it by the abdomen.
Excellent. So you swipe your scythe across its abdomen, and it splits open as it drops to the ground. And last but not least, River, are you doing anything?
I do not see anything else there, correct?
You don't, not currently, but combat is not over either.
I will move up and... You said it takes something to shift in combat?
Yeah, you just have to roll a magic, so you just have to roll a spell. And I will...
Okay.
It's not hard because... So if you wanted to do that, you'd have to beat a 2. So you can do 1, 2, or 3 dice to beat a 2. Your choice.
Sure. Well, we'll just roll the 1. We'll see what happens.
4. There you go.
Yeah.
You shifted. It comes on easy. You just kind of just morph into this giant bear.
Sweet. Now it said in the thing, it said I still had opposable thumbs.
You do.
So can I use my staff in bear form, or do I
Absolutely.
only the claws? Okay, that's good to know. Is it my action to shapeshift?
Nah. No, I'm not gonna make it. Usually it is, but I'm not going to make it this turn.
Okay, in that case, going to just I think he calls it delay, but just prepare. If anything runs around the corner and comes up to us, I will smack it.
Lopez, as you're standing there next to this door, it suddenly burst open, and a
Awesome.
creature behind you jumps on you. Make me a miraculous save.
Oh, jeez.
Good old midsection.
Oh, good old midsection. That's not quite enough. I think you need a 6, right, from miraculous? Yeah, we discussed that before. So this thing leaps on top of you and grabs a hold of your head and starts sucking out the electrical energy from your brain. And you take 1 mental strike.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm wearing a headset. Maybe he's getting the batteries first.
You do get to roll against that mental strike as a mental defense. So mental save. So go ahead and try to give me that mental save. Okay. So you do
Somebody else gets 6s. Why do I get the low end of the spectrum here?
You do get a mental
I'm
strike.
with you, bud. I'm with you.
With that comes trauma. See what you get. Emotional deregulation rage. Can only use karma for attacks and confrontations. Or a scene. Or until you get that mental.
For a scene? What's a scene?
Scene is probably this entire map.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Since I'm not surprised at that door opening up and that jumping on his head,
Yep.
does Ash get shot off?
It
At
would
that
be if
thing
it
that
was
just-
if you hadn't used your turn already.
Still in the same round? You're killing me.
We are still in the same round. Enemies go first. River, this one comes towards you. You do get an attack.
They look so shiny.
Like glowing.
Like honey.
Maybe they're delicious.
Maybe. You know, Donovan, I like you. All the rest of these guys keep changing form.
Hey.
At least you and I stay ugly.
Hey,
So you're gonna.
I mean
Oh,
fair,
you
but
got a 6.
hey.
Oh, nice.
Look at this guy. He's got the weighted dice. He gave you the tricked out ones.
I'm gonna. Can I spend a point of karma on that 5 to keep going?
Absolutely. I would. So
Mhm.
give me another roll.
Oh, that's how that works.
Ah, no. Oh well.
Ah, you got 2 strikes on it.
Yeah, I get the extra strike.
You know, it's always good. All right. So that will be all of their turns. So I don't like the way they do this, but that's all right. All right. Back up top of the round. Who wants to go first?
Ginger, not. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'll keep hitting this thing then if it's right in front of me.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
I don't like how Foundry kind of does this, but it kind of has to be done this way.
Okay.
Alright,
Well,
what
there's
do you
one
got?
more at least.
Yeah, one more. That's enough to kill it. How do you do it?
I really resist the chance to make the pun that it has the right to my bare arms. And then I failed.
You failed to
I-
not make
I've-
the pun.
Yeah, as a it's like a bug, right?
Yeah, it's a bug. It's a cockroach, like.
Yeah. I feel slightly bad because it is something natural.
I suppose.
So
I
there's a
should-
moment of contemplation over whether I did the right thing, but then I remember that it attacked
probably
us
show
first.
you guys what these guys look
Hey,
like.
don't worry. They're GMO.
Yeah.
They're not real bugs.
Oh, then yes, perfect.
So,
Then I
So you
feel a
eat
bit
bugs.
better about taking the appropriate action.
all right. And so, who wants to go next?
Woohoo, that's my bear.
I would say I would shoot at the one on top of his head.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, geez. Here we go.
Yeah.
Just don't get a
So-
critical failure.
Oh no.
There we
I
go.
get a boon, so hopefully
You get a
maybe
boon.
not.
4. That's enough to hit it. You hit it, and it falls off. It takes a strike.
And I will actually step back a little bit. I know I'm kind of stepping on Donovan there, but I want to get out of the way of the
Yeah.
machine gun. So Beth can do her thing.
So that since this thing's popped off my head, if I try to disengage, does it get an area effect?
No, doesn't work that way.
Nice. See you later.
Oh, if that opens it up, can I shoot through the
Yeah, you can
doorway
shoot.
at the second? Okay, I'm gonna try to do the other. 3d6. Do I still get all the boons?
Get all the boons. You're pretty good with that gun.
Good shot.
Roll a d6. You get
Oh yeah.
a 6. I think I made that gun too powerful. Gotta rework that.
You want
Yeah,
it quick
3D,
nerf?
3D6 is pretty powerful stuff. You're
It
got a good
is.
chance of rolling a 6 each time.
That's why I gave it to Donovan. I wanted to see how powerful it was. All right. So you managed to. Why is he back up to? Is down to one health.
Again, still screaming. Between the legs of whoever just stepped over me. Oh no.
Yeah,
Sorry, man. I'm shooting between your legs.
that's all good. It's all good.
Who else? Who's left?
Don't roll a critical fail on that.
Ginger hasn't gone.
Ginger
I'm
hasn't
thinking
gone.
about having kids someday.
What's Ginger doing?
Well, since there's still 2 there, she's gonna keep the gun and she's gonna shoot, even though she's not as good with it.
Three will hit it.
That's a 3.
That's
Okay.
enough to destroy it. So you murder that one into a pile of dust too. And see who's next. That was so. We still have Agent Goslin and Lopez. I'm not counting your movement as your action. So, which one of you guys wants to go?
Yeah, but every time I try to attack, I got to use one of these karma points.
Yes. No, you can only use the way. It's not that it limits you to having to use it every time. You can only use it for attacking. You can't use it for like doing a task or something.
Oh, okay. Guess I'm not attacking anything. I only got 2 points left.
No. Okay. Well,
No.
I think you're misunderstanding. You can it basically allows you to only use it for attacking, but you don't have to use one to attack.
Oh, I got just to add an extra point to something for an attack.
Right. You couldn't say do a task of like convincing and type deal.
Gotcha. Well, since I moved over here, does that take my turn up?
Nope. Go ahead.
So we're gonna go ahead and try to hit it with
Let's
the pistol.
try.
I believe in you.
Pew!
What is with your dice?
I don't know. I need to
Um,
change them.
So yeah, you completely miss that creature. Like it dodges back into the thing just as you come around the corner to shoot it.
You would have had it if it hadn't moved.
Last but not least would be Agent Goslin.
I would have had it if I didn't try to quick draw.
You said it broke the door down, right?
But no, the door's just open. It like slashed it, ripped it off. Yeah, it is ripped off the hinges, but it didn't go forward. It ripped it towards itself.
Ah. Oh well. Would I be able to try going here? Because as much as he wants to go and eliminate these creatures, he knows he can't just one tap this little guy. So would it be possible for him to grab because the one that ripped the hinges off, I think that was the one that was just killed, right?
Right. Correct. Yep.
Would it be possible to pick up the said door and use it to kind of barricade this entrance to buy the rest of the team enough time to to blast this thing? Try to hold it back for a turn.
Absolutely. Sure, we can do that.
Sounds
Cool.
smart.
That's a great maneuver. I'm not even gonna let him.
Yeah.
He's just gonna move in front of you and try to bang on that door and not able to get through.
Yeah.
Would be the end of that turn. So back at the top of the round, who's going first?
Tell him we don't
Goslin
need God in our lives.
Yeah. Goslin will like turn back facing everybody else and mouth he'll mouth on 3 because he's there's a chance this thing can speak English. It's not a high chance, but you know what? Anything is possible in this magical world. And then he'll mouth 1, 2, 3, and then then he'll sidestep with it, so it's like try to get it to like stumble face first into a turn.
Yeah.
And Beth, are you going to fire next?
I shall.
Four. That will hit it. If you want to spend
Oh,
2 karma,
man.
you can make it a 6 and roll again.
I'm gonna hang on to the karma.
Don't blame me.
We got plenty of shooters in here.
Right in front.
All right, who's next?
Are you still alive? Oh my god.
It's still alive, yeah.
I'll take a pot shot
That's
at it.
Yeah, Gabe's in my way.
Roll me another d6, Ash.
All right.
Okay, you only do 1 point of damage, but you do 1 point of damage. And who wants to finish it off? Come on.
I believe in you, Gabriel.
All right, since try to finish it off.
You're right there.
Let's see here. Am
you're
I
in-
close enough to do a melee?
You are. That's why I was like, why don't you just melee that thing?
Sweep the knees.
What I want to try to do here is use the blade of the silver flame.
Absolutely.
Hopefully, I get a 5 and not a freaking 1 or a 3.
You get a 2d6 on this because you have a boon to melee attacks. Your chances are higher.
So would it be Bane +1 or +2?
+1.
2 3s. Look at that.
That's enough to kill it off. How do you do it with that sword?
Straight down the middle. Nut to chin.
Nut to chin. And that ends combat.
I don't know if it's got a chin. Note to self: next time you fight a bug as big as a semi truck, bring a bigger shoe.
Or bigger counter-aid.
Due to time, I'm going to speed us up a
Cool.
little bit.
Well, can we take a break? My dogs are letting
Absolutely,
me
go
let
ahead.
them out.
Let's take a 5-minute break then.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Cool beans.
Can I ask you about your hacking system, or is that still top
No,
secret?
absolutely. No, we can totally.
Yeah, you're just rolling dice, and then they're trying to match them.
Yeah, the way it reads is that the RR rolls 3d6 unseen, and then determines the level of the security. I have low, medium, high, and very high, and it's 5, 4, 3, and 2 temps.
Yeah,
And then the player just rolls 3d6 to try to match them.
that's cool, man. I like that.
And then 0 matches, the hack is unsuccessful. 1 match, the surface level access is achieved. 2 matches, partial control is granted, and 3 matches, they have full system control.
Nice.
Yeah,
No, that's really cool.
I'm really happy with the hacking.
Mm.
I was trying to, with the investigation, I was trying to kind of bring in what City and Mist does a little bit, and I don't think it's working with the system, so I'm probably going to drop
Okay.
that. Just the way that it played out here, I'm like, I
get it.
I might sit down and rework that a little bit. But because the way City and Mist does an investigation is like you roll, and based on your successive roll, you get so many questions to ask the GM.
Yeah. Nice.
So I was trying to do something like that, but it's just not working. I didn't think it would. But I do like the hacking system. I think the hacking system's pretty good.
2 questions. The 3 questions for investigation, or how many ever. Did the player have to come up with one themselves, or can they like farm out and say, hey, does anybody have a question they want me to ask?
It's technically player determines the questions.
Mm.
Is the way I have it written. I'm gonna probably just sit down and try to entirely do that system because it isn't working the way
Okay.
I would like it to work. I might just end up dropping it because the hacking system's so cool.
Yeah. And with the hacking system, is there a way for me like get a sense of how badly you told me that how many numbers I got, right? But
Correct.
the ones that failed, can I get a sense of how badly I failed? It's like, all right, you failed 1, but you failed 1 by 3
The
points.
reason why I didn't do that was I was trying to keep it simple and quick. And I'm
Yeah,
already
okay, okay.
making you. I'm already making you on a low security. I'm already giving you 5 attempts, five rolls, which takes up some time.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Fair.
So that's the reason why I didn't do that.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
But, yeah. So
The
Mhm.
the investigation thing. So is that strictly just asking questions?
yeah, strictly asking questions. Yeah.
Okay. Would you, just a thought I had, would you consider like a press your luck kind of thing? Where,
Yeah.
because like if you're interrogating somebody, right, maybe if you keep asking questions or you ask the wrong question, maybe they start to get agitated. Could be a thing where, like, if you start with rolling like a 4+ and you succeed, you could press it to try and roll like a 5+ or a 6+. But if you fail, that could compromise some of the information or something like that. Or maybe
Yeah, but I mean that's pretty
I'm
much
just
what
spitballing.
karma does for you.
Yeah, I mean, it could be like a, if they want to spend karma on that, they could, but
Like that's what karma already does.
but I
kind
mean
of.
like a separate roll. So like if
Yeah.
you roll, the first roll is a 3+ or a 4+, and they succeed, they would get like a minor piece of information. And then if they wanted to like keep going, they could, next one they'd have to roll a 5+, and if they fail
Okay.
that,
I see what you're saying.
then maybe that, maybe they don't get anything, or maybe what they get is worse from that 4+ success.
Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Just spitballing, just thinking.
No, I'm cool with thinking. Thanks, sir.
Yeah, no problem. I just spent 2 years building a game, so
It's a lot of work. I didn't realize how much work it was, and I'm not even building the system.
yeah.
I am starting to work on a system.
Oh, cool, man.
I literally just started on it though, so it's not ready for anything.
Okay.
It's
Just
gonna
get the basics down and give it a shot,
it's gonna be a mixture between the Cipher system and EZD6. But instead of using a D6, it's gonna use a D12. And it's gonna have a pool system so that like your karma that you kind of use for EZD6. Well, the way Cipher system does it is those are pools.
Attribute pools, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those pools will go to. Yeah, like I said, it's still very early development.
Yeah. That's cool though.
How you guys liking this module so much?
It's fun.
It's pretty cool. I like the concept, and I really like the characters that you wrote up.
Yeah.
Especially the monologue
God,
to
yeah.
himself. That bit's great. I love it. I don't recognize. I'm still having trouble putting names to voices, but whoever it is that's doing it, top tier.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You
some-
give off like the
that.
noir vibes, and I love it. All we're missing now is you to do the monologue while you're like in a detective's office.
Oh yeah, and she walked in like a hurricane, and I didn't have an umbrella. Congratulations, Ash. You just won the walked into a trap lottery. No confetti, no fanfare, just the distant sound of clicking.
Do you have these off the top of your head, or do you have a list written down?
All right, I'm back.
Awesome. Let's. Hey, AG. Thanks.
I got 3 dogs. One I let out. He does his thing. Says, "Okay, I'm done. Now let me back in." The second one, let me walk around the property line looking for the perfect spot.
Yeah.
And the third one is, let me wait for him to finish so I could pee where he just peed, so I mark it.
But like I said, I told most everybody this would end around 10:30. So I'm going to speed it up a little bit. We're going to ignore a lot of this map. We're just going to go into the final boss fight type scenario.
This is great,
yikes.
though. I mean, honestly, I have not played D6 at all. I've been reading through Candela Obscura rules. And so you can see they borrowed a ton from EZD6 on that. And I think it lends itself to creative combats and more role play, which is fun.
Yep.
I 100% agree. That's why I like it.
I mean, it's good
All
stuff.
right. So you guys get to these initial doors, and they're in pristine shape, but they are slightly ajar because somebody pressed the button to open the door.
That wasn't me.
So they are slightly ajar. I'm not going to. I can't do a slightly ajar in the system. But oh, why aren't you guys seeing anything?
I don't know.
Are these the
The
doors here?
doors look closed.
Yeah,
We
No,
don't have
my
dark
coach
vision.
told me I always
Are these the
press
doors?
it's because there's a wall on top of those doors. There. Now you can see. I'll just
Oh, that's a
destroy
big mama jamma.
I'll just destroy the doors.
the power of scale. One cockroach is just like another.
So you guys, these doors are slightly ajar, so you can kind of take a peek in. And as you peek in, you see 3 of the small ones. But in the far distance, glowing in a bright green glow, latching onto the main generator, is this bug that just seems to keep growing as you're watching it.
Quick question.
Yeah.
For the healing abilities, is that only physical strikes, or can we heal mental strikes as well?
You can heal mental strikes as well.
Okay. And through empathic healing, do I have to lose a mental for it to heal a mental, or can I lose a physical to heal a mental?
For this time, I'm going to let you use a physical. I
Okay.
have to kind of narrow that down. I just notice a little bit more.
Okay.
But yeah,
Was it Gabriel that had the mental?
A-roll, yeah.
Yeah. I walk up and I just put you in a bear hug because one of my aspects is tough love. But I will and it feels like I'm squeezing a little too tight, but you notice you feel a little bit better afterwards, and I'll heal your mental strike.
Is that a pencil in your pocket? Or are you just really happy to give me a hug?
I'm a bear. I'm not wearing pants. There's no pockets. Perhaps it's
So you
my
can tell right off.
staff.
Bad enough that he's a bear. Now he's naked.
I do have a very big wooden staff.
Yeah, I bet
So-
you.
Yeah, okay, tripod.
Stop making us all jealous. Let's move on.
But you feel much better now.
Just
I got a question. What is celestial wings?
celestial wings are wings that allow you to fly for a
yes.
whole scene.
Okay.
Eskillman, thanks for the follow, by the way. Appreciate it. All right, so let's go ahead and go right into combat. Who wants to go first?
Hold on. Ginger would like to offer the machine gun to somebody because, as much as she likes playing with it, she's not that adept at it.
Okay.
If somebody would like it.
It's pretty heavy.
Yeah, it's a little. That's a little out of my taste.
I can still use it, but once I get close, I'm better in melee.
You are.
You want to drop it by the door, and then somebody who isn't.
Been holding it the whole time?
Yeah, she's been carrying it the whole time.
Yeah.
Hold on. Gosling's gonna look at the machine gun. Does it have like electrical components to it?
Sure.
Yeah, Gosling's gonna say, I have an idea. And he'll take out that flashlight. This area seems to be glowing in light. Dump the batteries out, and look around and say, they seem to be attracted to electricity. If we might be able to group that little cluster up and slice and dice them all at once, if we can manage to pull enough to attract them into a close group.
I like this plan.
Sounds
This is all.
good.
This is all I have. As he holds up 2 AA batteries.
Hey, anybody got a battery the size of Chicago?
Why don't you toss a flashlight?
You want to drain my cell phone?
Toss your laptop.
The sacrifice
Wait,
for the greater good.
All right. Wait, actually, I mean, if there's nothing to hack in there, we're gonna shoot our way out.
You don't know if there's
Yeah.
anything to hack yet. There could be.
Ah,
If I had known there was going to be bugs this big, I would have brought bigger shoes.
Yeah. But yeah, he'll look over at what's called at Ginger, because you're the one holding that big lug of a machine gun, and yeah, he'll place his delicate poor little 2 AA batteries on there.
Oh, wait a
now that's on top of the turret.
can I use my scavenger ability to like see if I've got any bigger batteries or a spare laptop battery or something carrying
Absolutely.
around in my?
You have a. You actually have a car battery.
24
Jeez.
volt.
Because, hey,
24.
Thanks, AG, for the cheer.
Move this around. Thump. It's as big as I
I don't know
am.
why it's not working.
Why were you carrying that? He just says in confusion.
Seems
Look,
like my.
I told you, all my gizmos use batteries.
He opens his mouth to question further and then elects to not.
I could show you.
I think our best bet is turn the lights out. Deprive them of dinner.
Lights are already off.
Oh. Well,
But
then
yeah.
how is it still sucking juice?
Oh, he's sucking it directly from the source. That's what the lights are out.
No. What's that source?
I played enough enough New Vegas. That is a radiation right there.
EZD6.
I don't got enough
rat.
I don't have enough rat away to get through there.
Goblins are
Having
naturally
moved up
resistant.
here, what is that directly opened to our south looking at?
To the south, it is actually what appears to be a console.
Ah. Okay, hang on.
So like
Throw
right
the
there.
battery. Oh, I don't. I dropped the battery.
Yeah. I kind of point that out and say, why don't you go look in there?
I mean, you're
One
speaking
sure
my
way
love
not to be
language.
surprised, peeking every door.
Oh, you mean down here? I thought you meant
Yes.
over here.
I'm sorry. I was just
we can't-
referencing
I don't know that we can
mentally
see it.
south.
Okay, that's
Think
just
that
an
the vision
office.
is-
I mean,
Oh.
there's a computer in there,
Okay.
but it's just an office.
Are there any more batteries?
No more batteries.
Have they noticed us yet?
No, because the doors are slightly ajar.
door's
remember.
just slightly
They're
ajar.
They're not fully open.
All right, Ginger. On 3, we both kick this thing in there, and hopefully they take the bait. I don't suppose anybody has dynamite.
I got an old faded picture of my ex. Like
You-
that's on my,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, that's on my character sheet. So
That only sets you off, though.
maybe she was dynamite back in the day, but right now,
Hey,
pile of wet
With enough-
rags. is what
Make a
she is
with
potato
now.
enough
battery.
luck, with enough luck, one of the bugs will look at the picture and take some mental damage.
That's right.
That's awesome. E-skill
Really
and
is
street.
just
What the
make a
It was
potato
dynamite back in
battery.
the day,
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Wait, hold on. He'll look over at the goblin and go, "Do you have any Scotch tape?"
do I?
No,
Or
you use
duct
your
tape.
scavenger for a battery.
Oh, okay. I
Wait, there's an
used
office
my
right
last
below us.
duct tape. So
There is an office down right below you. You find some
Is
tape
there?
on the desk.
Sweet. Tape it up.
All right. Yep, I'm gonna Scotch tape the picture to the face of the turret.
oh God.
All right, you're taping the batteries together.
That's what I thought too. Oh,
I thought we were going to have a Guardians of the Galaxy moment.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any tape? Does anybody have any tape?
Yep. He'll look at you, Ginger, and go like, hold up a 1, 2, 3 to see if you're ready to boot this thing in the middle of there.
Definitely. Let's move this along. It's getting pretty crazy.
Well, I'd say let them come to us.
So you
Right.
guys going to boot that in?
Open the doors and we start
Yeah.
shooting. When they get close, we go melee.
And these guys will get attracted to it because it is powered by a car battery now and several other things. And they will jump on top of it and start shooing at it.
And it's
And
a cell
growing.
phone battery that's actually doing it.
And
All
growing.
right.
All right. Open fire.
I have an idea, boys.
Oh.
He's gonna reach into the other side of his coat from opposite of the scythe, and you see he pulls out what looks to be a heavily modified shotgun, loads in a single. Oh no, this thing doesn't have a single shell. This thing is every. It is. Yeah, it doesn't say I can use it only once. Okay, I could have been
Are
using
they
this thing the
growing
whole time.
bigger?
Could have been using the thing the whole time. Yep.
I thought I read it as it only had one.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom. As he loads in a specially marked shell, and then we'll pop a shot at the one right in front of the turret.
Well, you just shoot the turret. You could get all three.
You know what?
Yeah, and it's got ammunition in it. Hopefully, the ammunition goes off.
Yeah.
Fireworks.
Let's find out.
Yep. It says that they just make a save. Oh no, I still have to roll. Yeah, I still have to. Do I still have to hit the turret, or does
no.
it just happen?
It just happens.
All right. So yeah, he'll pull out the shotgun, push it all, like aim right at the turret, and say, "Let's start the fireworks."
Two of them fail their saves.
Now you're getting the hang of it.
The two big ones fail the save, and they take 2 strikes each. This guy takes 2 strikes, and this guy does make his save, so he jumps out of the way.
He wasn't full enough for meeting.
Nope. Bada bing, bada boom. And you see this giant explosion happen, and these creatures go, "Arr!" and then one of them jumps out of the way. And who wants? That was Agent Coulson.
That was me,
Coulson, right?
Yep.
So,
Yep.
Who else wants to go next?
Well, I'll reach around the corner and fire at one of them that's still alive.
Okay. They're all still alive. 2 of them are really hurt. One of them is not hurt at all.
I'll go after one of the hurt ones.
Okay. Roll.
I got a 5.
Thank you. I wasn't looking.
Sorry.
No, that was my fault. I wasn't looking. 5 will hit it. It will die. Horrible, horrible explosive death. Who's next?
I shot it right in the mandible.
Ew.
Ooh.
Can I go?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right.
E6. That will do it.
Oh, look at that.
That will kill that one. There's just the one left. Oh, and by the way, the turret is now gone too. You blew that up. Picture and
What's your ex's name?
Betsy.
Goodbye, Betsy.
Betsy, yeah.
Goodbye, Betsy.
See you in hell.
Oh man, when you put it that way, I wish I had another shot this round.
Lopez, Ginger, or River, who wants to go next?
Does anybody use range out of us? If not, we could go melee.
I'm melee, so
You guys can all run in. All 3 want to strike all at the same time. You can.
What's all this green fuzzy stuff that's all over the place?
It's just light. Just reflected
Just light.
light. Yep.
Just making sure it wasn't radiation or something to beat us up if we try to run at it.
No, it's
That's a
just
green-
Is
light.
that a electrical cable on the floor? Or
It is a cable going to the computer. Yes. but it's a
Okay.
standard cable. It's not something that's like open air or anything like that.
We're still in combat, right?
Hey,
Yep.
Rat Boy. You know any way
Okay,
to
I'll
set
have to
that
wait.
thing to self-destruct?
I'll yeah, I'm gonna. That's my next move when my turn comes back.
You talking about self-destructing the thing it's chewing on?
All right, you guys
Okay.
all three running in and striking at the same time. Go ahead.
Ooh.
Beth, please roll me another d6. Roll me
Yeah.
another one.
Ooh.
Yo, Beth came to play.
Goodness.
Roll me
Beth came to
another one.
He's already dead.
You guys run up, and before you guys even get there, Beth, like, what are you're using? Oh, you're using your big wrench. See, she pulls out this
Yeah,
giant
my
wrench and slams it down on the thing and just splats it like it was stepped on.
Just repeatedly beats on it several more times, making it into silly putty.
All right. What are you guys going to do about the big one, who is now getting bigger?
No.
Can we check out that
They
computer?
say every detective.
what we do-
thinks they're
what we
clean
do-
cut.
Is we let it get so big it can't go through the door, and we just shoot it from the other side.
That's what I'm thinking. Bring it over to us. But in order to do that, we'd have to shut down the power.
That's what I was
Oh,
thinking.
there's consoles
Can
over
we
here.
shut down the power?
Gonna
let's
stay
check
there
out.
so long, it's gonna get as big as my
Yeah.
wife's sister.
Kind of wish I hadn't used my virus. That's okay. We can just shoot it up. I have acid.
Just blow up
what's
the
it say?
terminal.
Hey, knock it off.
You want to hack the terminal?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I've rolled
I
mine.
put-
Roll 3d6. You got none on that attempt. It's going to
None?
be a four
shit.
security attempt. So you've used your first attempt.
Okay. Okay.
So
Dang.
1, 2, and 6.
Yep.
You need my dice.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. You did get one of them. Sorry, I apologize. The 4.
Oh,
I
okay.
misread the 4. I read it as a 5.
Oh,
I
good.
don't know why.
Do I have to get them in order?
No, you don't.
Oh,
So now you got the 2 and a 4.
Nope, the 2 wasn't one. So you didn't get.
So
You need a
another
1 and a.
this is my
So it's
last
either-
attempt.
2 1s, 2 6s.
It can be another 4 too, because you have to meet the number of digits too.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, come on. Now you're making it more difficult.
You got 2 digits now. You need one more. You got one last try.
Oh, come on. It's your hacking attempt.
And that was not a full failure, but you do get partial control. You do get enough control to control power on and off.
What if I use the karma to raise the 5?
You would not
What
work.
if I use it?
You
Oh.
can't use camera. Camera doesn't work.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Partial is good enough. What do
Yeah.
you got? Is there a way to shut it down? What sort of commands do I have?
There is. You have
there-
you have a shutdown command. Can't see
I have
on
it
stream
overload
too
and-
zoomed in.
Oh.
Since,
I can
not
fix
since
that.
you got some of the code, can I try for the rest of it? I do have tech device boon.
Why is it not zooming out? He has pretty close to the full access of it. I mean, he has partial access. I mean, you can't get
Said-
much more. The only
Yeah, it said he could shut it down.
yeah, it said you can shut it down.
Is there a overload and blow up option?
There is not. That would require full control.
That's
Oh,
not OSHA compliant.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What? You don't
just
build your
might
power
make it bigger.
power utilities with that
That's
option?
an aftermarket install. You gotta put that one in later after OSHA leaves.
Okay, well, guys,
Aftermarket.
shut it down now. That's the only option I have, and before it gets bigger. Yeah, I hit the scram button.
You shut it down.
Yeah.
It reacts by jumping onto here.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
and
Guys, I
looking
think I
at
made
you
a bad
guys,
mistake.
And then it will jump again.
Hey, I think it's too big to fit through the doors, guys.
When
I
it
don't think
jumps,
I don't think the hallway is
I'll
a
take a
problem
shot.
for this thing.
one little shot right in its eye.
Go ahead, roll.
All right.
I spit in your eye. Patooey!
In your eye.
Which eye?
Uh,
Got like 10 of
I got a
them.
3 and a
Or-
4.
The brown eye.
4 will hit.
Oh.
Good. That's 1 strike out of 14.
Well, it doesn't.
And then I'm gonna back around this corner over here.
Actually, guys, I think in my history of role playing, that is the best role I've ever seen. I've ever had. I've peaked. I can no longer play anymore.
So, all right. So, Johnson went.
45 feet away from me. I gotta wait for it to get a little closer.
They say every detective's got his queen bug. Well, they don't actually say that, but they should.
All right. So Johnson went. Who's going next?
Did I have my action to shutting down the computer? Or...
No, you can shoot.
I unload. Is there like any bonus for, or is there any mechanic for unloading my
There
assault
isn't.
rifle on this thing?
There isn't.
There isn't. I
You're-
slap in my acid bullets.
You're a
Ma-
goblin with an assault rifle?
That does 3d6 points of attack. You'll be fine. Roll your attack.
Okay.
I can't get the image of Dobby with a Glock out of my head.
Yeah.
Fuck. Image of Dobby with an AK.
Sock.
5 will hit it. So it does
Is-
point.
5 will hit it.
Does that crit on a 5?
Do you
plus
want to
user?
do it? It does crit on a 5. So roll again.
Oh, okay. What if I made a? Okay.
Roll another
What if I-
d6.
Master gave Dobby an
Okay.
automatic.
So yeah, it's just one
rifle.
strike.
Okay.
Unless you want to spend
Can
two karma and bring it up to
Yes,
5.
I was gonna ask that. Yeah.
Okay, spend your 2 karma,
I'll-
and then it goes up to 5, and roll me another one.
Okay. I'll just hit the roll, and then.
I'll
lower
take
my-
care of your karma.
Okay, cool. Nah. Oh well.
You got another second strike though.
Get 2 strikes on it. You guys are gonna take care of this quicker than I thought, so I'm gonna have to increase that when I
Can
do
I-
it at PAX.
Can I book it toward the door?
You can book it to the door. Yep.
Okay.
Uh,
I fall back to the door. I tactically retreat to the door.
who's next?
Or
River,
Beth is
Beth.
gonna go up and
Beth?
whack on it.
Go ahead. Whack her with that giant hammer.
I'll spend a
will hit.
karma to make that a.
Oh yeah.
And I'll spend a karma to see if we can do something.
Let's find out.
Prank him.
Spend
And
another
so
karma.
Another karma.
Prank him.
And 2 hits.
So Beth, how do you do this?
Oh,
Wow.
I'm taking that wrench and I am just whacking at that glowing body, trying to shatter it.
Okay.
Kind of like when you pinch a firefly.
Everybody in the room,
Uh-oh.
make me a reckless save.
Oh gosh, I just moved in to try to go for a freaking shot. All right.
No, I'm gonna have to use a hero die. See if I get lucky.
Hey,
did.
it's my first
Oh, I
six.
made
Yeah.
it.
River, you
Remo-
have plenty of karma. You just
Karma.
want to bump it up.
Yep.
All right. So this thing, you smash it. You smash the back of it. It breaks open. A flare of light and energy blasts through the room. You guys manage to dodge out of the way as this flame of fire just erupts around it. And dive to the floor as this flame goes above your heads. The people by the door, you feel this rush of fire hit your face. And
Or the top of my head in my case.
guys,
Anybody take a picture of this on the cell phone?
Mine doesn't have a battery anymore, and
I've waited my entire life to see a hairless bear.
I made my
Um,
save.
Awesome. And you guys managed to find out what was causing the power outages and solve the problem. Since I promised it would be done at 10, we're at 10:16. That's not bad.
Not
Yeah.
bad. Not bad at all.
Well, I guess it's a good thing we pulled the plug on this little operation.
Hey.
And we are lauded as heroes, and fleshlights fall from the sky.
Well, I thank you guys
I
for
take the ones that are battery
playing.
operated.
testing this out. I've learned a lot, so
Yeah, when you've got 6 players, the strikes can come pretty quickly.
yeah, I see that. So I'm gonna,
But
and I have
the
6
one
players
player-
at PAX, so I'm gonna increase some damage or add more monsters.
Yeah, that's probably not the worst idea.
Yeah, or
Also,
or give it a healing ability, like it can jump back to the power station and gain a strike back, or
It
things
did.
like that.
It couldn't move fast enough. If it dove into the green water, it was going to gain health back.
Ah, there you go.
But
We just killed it in one round.
You guys
basically,
killed
'cause
it
there's-
in one round. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of hits.
We did also kind of jump over some of the other stuff. So if there was more monsters like throughout the smaller encounters there to make us use resources, because we kind of had almost all our karma to just go,
Right.
oops, make it all 6s.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to add more into it to try to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to add more. I think before PAX or for this weekend.
Yeah, and you might want to look for a few things. People can come across clues or other things that are interesting to keep them on tracking it. We didn't have much opportunity other than when we came in the building for that.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
I don't know what to suggest, but
Maybe the encounter with the other humans at the beginning. Make them more
that's-
violent.
Well, they
Yeah,
were
you
supposed to be
could
more
have a few-
violent, but you guys kind of talked them out of it.
We hit him with the
True.
go home, Scoob. We'll
guys
do with you in the ATF later.
You guys were giving them, allowing them to take the computers and leave. I mean, they
Wasn't
saw
our
a
job.
win-win there. So
Nobody said we were security on this, okay? They just hired us to
We-
go solve the power problem.
If
We were
had
hired to take
taken-
care of monsters, not normal
Yeah.
folk.
So, I mean, yeah, I'll make them more aggressive at the beginning. That will use up some MP there, karma there, because one of them has the capability of summoning a fire elemental.
Jesus.
That would have been
nice,
great.
nice.
So,
Well, I tried to kill everybody off with the machine gun, but it didn't work.
Well, did the write up say that they were stealing computers and the whole yeah, just let us do our thing and we'll be on our way? Well, you
Yeah.
could have said, get the hell out of here, or otherwise you'll face the consequences, kind of thing.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
could change it up.
I could, yeah.
There's also you can give them a built-in reason why they wouldn't want us to come in here. You know, maybe they're the ones that lured the bugs here in the first place, so they could drop the power and start yoinking the shit. So they'd be a little bit more
shit.
reluctant to just let us in.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, there
that's a
could
good
even
idea.
there could also even be a room in here where they're like based out that way. You know, as they're exploring, they go, "You're the ones behind all this," and then like a mini boss before a real boss.
Yeah, and there's always the mad scientist who's been using the missing people as test subjects to make a interbreed.
Yeah, what did
Yeah.
that happen to the missing people?
Good question. I never wrote them in.
It
That could be like a
was
side
just the
quest.
hook. It was just the hook.
They didn't die,
Yeah,
they
that'd
just
be-
bugged out.
The side quest with multiple monsters finding them before you get to this area.
Yo,
Bugs
I'll
are
be
bad,
eating
but
you
electric
guys.
zombies, now that's awesome.
Oh god.
Whoever mentioned the mad scientist made a really good idea, because you could use that as like a cliffhanger ending. You know, you find the lab, but you don't find the people, but you do find the next clue to your trail to find these folk.
Yeah. Somebody worked on this. These are GMOs, without a doubt. These are not naturally occurring.
Escape on this was Foundry. Foundry VTT.
If you want to stick with the theme of the bugs landing on the head and taking the power out of them, you could quote, "They've killed people at the entrance, and they've been mauled by some simple animals, dogs, wolves, or something." And you could come across those in here a little bit, and then later on you come across bodies that are clearly intact, but the heads are wrong because they've had the juice pulled out of their brain.
Yeah, like
Just-
the brain bug in Starship Troopers.
Right.
Yep, yep. Well, and I
Top
was
their heads
thinking,
missing.
there's always the
Yeah.
swarm effect, which is your bullets don't do anything to them. So when you've got 1,000 of these little guys going after your brain, you can shoot all you want, but there's 1,000 of them, so you have to find other ways to get rid of the bugs instead of just shooting.
I should probably make more of them and then just make them easier to kill. Like, we'll make a lot more of them.
That's true. Give them one strike and then bring them in several groups.
Right.
Yeah, a
several
couple different
groups.
nests. Couple different nests with the smaller bugs to swarm you.
Right. Yeah. That would be a good idea. And the idea of describing they found people with their head popped off and that type of thing, that's a good idea too.
Now, if you put all that in, you're probably going to be looking at 3 hours at least.
I know, that's why I was trying to keep it down to 2 to 3 hours at most.
Honestly, you have the great workings here to write almost a whole little adventure module. Yeah, if you wanted to extend it into an adventure module, instead of having them go straight here, you could have it be like a string of disappearances through the town, and some survivors came back, but they the mental afflictions kicked in, so they're being treated, and have people like, man, what's going on? We just seen something scuttling about.
Oh yeah, I'd play that.
Yeah, I could 100% see that being like an entire adventure module that goes all the way into there with the mad scientist ending, either leading to an extended part, kind of like the Lost Mines of Phandelver, how there's different acts to it,
Yep.
or like another standalone module to go find them.
Cool.
It's got a lot of potential.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Won't happen before PAX, but that's still a good idea. That's something that I might be able to include in my setting module.
And then sell it on Drive Through RPG.
I'm still going to vote for electric bug zombies. Just zombies walking around with bugs all over their heads, sucking their brains out, and
That'd be pretty cool, like some Half-Life zombies.
Yeah,
where the bugs are like still attached to their head, or like, or you can even do like
attached. So they got to wear them like a helmet. Oh yeah, it's gonna be.
Or like almost like clickers from Last of Us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Except instead of hearing little clicking, instead of hearing clicking noises, you hear little zaps.
Yeah, when you kill one, they crawl out of it, try to attack you again out of their mouth. And stuff. Yeah.
That'd be a really cool way to add in more monsters without just cluttering the field. Like every time you defeat one of the zombies or somebody that's being like puppeted, the little one pops off.
Yeah, totally.
That'd be cool. And then it gives leeway for the creative player who's like, oh, I'm gonna start aiming for the head, and you can reward that by going like, yeah, instead of it popping off and like scuttling.
I think the shock is also if they hit you, you miss a turn. Like you have to roll or you miss a turn. You get the stun effect. So that slows down your combat. So you're not looking at 7 people firing all at one thing. If they get you, maybe they don't do a strike, but they take you out for a turn.
That'd be pretty cool.
Okay.
So, Dave, when do we start that campaign?
When do we start that campaign?
Yeah, that's
yeah. I'm down. Can I still play Donovan?
Because then we're trying to help each other, right? We're trying to grab them off of each other so that they get their turns back, and your action economy gets affected when you start taking away.
it starts forcing people to use their karma up earlier in the encounter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Or you could just be Bethany and just max crit every single turn.
I know. She's I mean, she started
Like an
wailing
actual
with.
beast.
She started wailing with
Not
that
even trained,
that wrench, and
Oh, it's like she just in the end she just needed a wrench. That's all she needed.
I will say that I am going to take away the boon from the assault rifle, though. That's too
Yeah,
powerful.
that's already
That's
nasty.
fair.
Man.
That's fair.
Yeah, if it's already critting 5+ now, that's a bit much.
I did like
Well,
bada,
that's only if I
bada
use the
bing, bada
acid
boom
bullet.
being. That seemed to work well.
That was cool. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. The scary thing about it is it's really great. Like I noticed that that Goslin's kit is basically meant to deal with like groups of enemies.
Yes.
So, but it's very scary when you have like a lot of players because the reason I was reluctant to use it was because I was like, all right, cool. At first, I thought it was one-time use, but on top of that, it was like, all right, if all the enemies roll up on somebody else, I don't want to accidentally blow up my teammate with an explosive round. Which I like it because it adds stakes and it makes you have to think on when you got to use it.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
But
So you
my recommendation though is to make it a limited thing, because if you can just like, okay, cool, everyone just keep backing up, I'll keep blasting them away and blow up the entire enemies, and like
What if
especially in tunnels like
what
this.
if I made it have a reload? Like it
Ooh.
took 2
Oh
rounds.
yeah, so every other round. I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Or if it's explosive, if you crit fail,
Oh, if you crit fail, it misfires.
sort of like the magic. What is it? Is it the blaster conjurer has their own roll table when they
Yeah.
fail the spells?
That's a really good idea. That's a really good idea. Like if you roll 1 instead of just missing, it just goes off and just boom right in your hand.
Well,
I think a mixture between
Right
that and throwing in a reload would be good.
Right now, I have it so it's just like a miracle save from the people that are getting hit by it.
Yeah, which is cool.
I'm just like, they're not rolling, so doing a crit fail would be.
Oh yeah. You're right.
Oh yeah.
So up here at the top of the map, I move my icon up
Yep.
here so I can like token to see what I'm doing. I'm looking around. We didn't even venture up here because we had automatic access to the doorway. Maybe if you put a computer up here to open up the doors and some random encounters on the way up, that'll help out too.
Yeah, there's a lot of great map space here.
Yeah,
Didn't you fast track us?
I did fast track you a little bit, but there wasn't any. I didn't have anything planned either. So,
Oh, okay.
And maybe move this main hallway down here where we can get into these offices on their own. Maybe move the offices up and you have to go through them like a railroad home, like a bedroom, a bathroom, whatever. You have to go through every single office building before you get to these doors, or office space to get to the doors, to get to the main area.
so
Like keycard
like,
access.
put the doors like right here, and then have like a computer system in here that they have to access.
Yeah, or
That'd be
some
one way.
way. I mean, you've got all kinds of great map stuff in here. You've got radioactive barrels, and you've got wiring, and you've got obviously either turbines or something right there. Yeah, if you make it so that they have to essentially solve a puzzle to open the main gate, if you will.
That's a good idea.
That gives you some good role play there. Like you can't just open it by shutting down the security system. You locked down that room. So you can either shut down the security system permanently and not deal with the machine gun, or you have to figure out another way to get into that room by restarting the turbines or blowing the doors, something. If you
That machine gun also was pretty deadly. I don't know if you wanted to go straight to miraculous save, or unless that only causes 1 or 2 points of
Only causes
damage.
1 strike.
Oh, okay.
If you fail the
Then
miraculous
no
save, it only
problem.
kills 1 strike. So it's
Okay,
not like
that makes
it's
sense.
overpowered. It's just it was just there for us, like a surprise type.
Okay. I gotta get going, but I thank you, Dave, for running, and
thank you
all
for playing. You
Yeah,
guys helped
same
me
here.
out.
Fun.
Here, a lot of fun. Thank you, Dave. Thanks for the invite too.
No problem. You guys have a great night. Thanks.
Yep.
I've
Thank
not
you.
played it yet, but the whole 3-strike mechanic seems like everyone would die quickly. How is an actual play? Iscan, it's actually not as deadly as it sounds. In the system, 3 strikes. I mean, because you get to save for every strike that you take, so you have a chance of not taking that strike in general to begin with. So, it really isn't as deadly as it sounds. 3 strikes is plenty. And then you have characters that can have some extra strikes. So, you get some balance there. I don't know if you're still around. I think you are.
And then there are healing items. You know, there's potions. There's
And
the
you guys
cryogen.
had plenty of
inclination.
healing items. I gave you stim packs and
Yeah, stim packs.
I was ready to pop my big holy light heal, but it never came up. So
I think I'm just gonna have to put more creatures in for the
I think so.
packs.
Just like the wings. When would I have had a choice to use them in this map?
In this map, you probably wouldn't have, but
Wouldn't have.
that comes with the species, so it's not like I chose that separately. It's part of the species.
Like there was no honey in this map, but I would have gone out of my way to get it.
I know, yeah.
Treasure hunter. Yeah.
I love
by
these
the way,
characters. I thought these characters came out really well.
Yeah,
Oh,
they were
absolutely.
really well made.
Fun to read, definitely. I had a hard choice, like figuring out which one I want to play.
I think I think my system for species and classes, I think that's working pretty well.
hmm Oh, by the way, what's the vibe you're going for? It's investigative, not horror, right?
Kind of, yeah. I was trying to go
Okay.
investigative, but
Okay, I was gonna say if you were gonna add more creatures in there instead of just sprawling them like a ton in one hallway, what you can do that way you know because whenever you go to PAX especially you're gonna have different players, so they either might be more more tactically savvy or less tactically savvy.
I'm also not gonna have a map at PAX. I'm just gonna do Theater of the Mind. Just
Yeah,
describe it. So
I was gonna say something that worked for me when I was GMing. If I didn't know the players all too well, like especially for like the littler guys, you can have like more vents across the map and describe them. So that way, if they're doing really really well, but you want to put a little bit more pressure on them, you can describe more guys scuttling out of the vents. Or
that's a good idea.
or if you see the party's kind of struggling a little bit when one player does something, like rolls like a pair of sixes or does something pretty cool. You can have like turn the tide and they scuttle back into the vents. It makes it more of like a man, this is an infestation rather than like there's a fuck ton of dudes in this one hallway just chilling.
Yeah, and it
that's
gives you
good
more
idea.
control over the fight too. Because, like I said, because that's the thing is when everyone goes first, as far as players go, you really have a good chance of wiping out a whole encounter if everyone does really well. But if you add a ton of people, then if that first round goes horribly, they're in a bad spot. So, being able to manipulate it like that, where all of a sudden more come out of the vents and stuff, I think that gives you a little more flexibility as the rabble rouser. I think to do that to help with that balance.
all very good ideas. Thank you guys.
Yeah, I love kobolds and tunnels. It's one of my favorite things to do. Thought you were done? Welcome to Vietnam, boys. And then the kobolds
We're coming.
scuttling.
That's
That's what my players had to deal with yesterday.
I probably would have done something like that. I kind of rushed this because I decided like last minute I wanted to do something at PAX. So I've been like, I literally rushed this through. So,
Honestly, I can't even tell it's rushed. It looks like it was really well made.
no, it was rushed. Like I did it in like 8 hours tops, map making and
Whoa.
everything included.
Oh wow,
That's not too bad actually. That's you did a
Pretty
pretty
damn
damn
good.
good job.
So,
what'd you make this
Usually
in?
I'm
dungeon draft.
Dungeon draft. Okay, cool.
I have a shit ton of assets.
That's awesome,
Yeah,
man.
I get stuck using Dungeon Painter, and it's a pain half the time.
I keep thinking Skillum. I keep thinking about adding an initiative tracker because I like initiative trackers, but one of the freeform feelings of EZD6 is that people can go at the same time, and it makes it feel really like coercive. Like we had a couple scenarios in that situation, like the last section where they all ganged up on that one. I know one person killed it in one hit, but they were all gaining up on that one thing, and they were all going to strike at the same time. So,
That and like the doorway situation too.
Yeah.
Being able to like, all right, guys, we're all gonna throw this door open rather than being like, all right, everyone, we have to hold our turns and wait for the initiative to go over.
right.
Yeah.
So that's why we don't. That's why EZD6 doesn't do initiatives, and I'm trying to get used to it.
Yeah, I found when I've run games where traditional initiative versus this sort of all the players go first system, I found my players really working together more just because everyone was all invested in the same moment. It wasn't like, okay, this guy's doing his thing and I got 7 turns till I have to do my thing, so people don't pay attention as much sometimes. So I found that they really just started working together because everyone could collaborate in the same moment.
Right, exactly, and
Yeah.
that's what I saw with you guys. You guys don't even know each other, and you guys ended up collaborating together, which is hard to get people who don't know each other to work together. So, I don't think I'm going to change the initiative rules. I think I'm just going to get better as a DM and get used to it. That's my thought.
I did like
process.
I really do like the side initiative because the not having a giant gap in between turns means that you're less likely to get distracted or not up. Like me, I just came back from a long ass shift, so I was like, damn, I'm really sleepy. I gotta take some caffeine pills or something. But the entire time I was like engaged and awake because I'm like, okay, cool, my turn's here. And like a minute later, okay, I can take another action. All right, I can take another action.
Yeah.
Because
Right. And
everybody acts at the same time, so everybody knows what they want to do.
And you pay attention to when the enemies go because they're all going at the same time, so you want to make sure they're not hitting you.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you're not just sitting there going like, all right, I gotta wait for like 16 different people to act, and then I get to do something. It's like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
As a GM, you can kind of like move an entire mob of guys out there, which is I really like. You kept all the enemies like similar rather than like swapping by and like, all right, this one could shoot like 16 lightning bolts. This one here's a wizard. That one over there for some reason has a pet dog. It kept it like concise and enough that it's like, okay, cool. They can all move as a group and do their thing there, and it kept the turns like going fast.
Yep.
That with the simplified character like player sheets meant like, all right, cool. The turns are actually going by pretty quick instead of like D&D where it's like 18 seconds of combat equals 3 hours of real life gameplay.
Yeah, D&D takes forever.
Yep.
But no,
Even with my
Specialized,
party. Even my party, it's all memorize their stuff as has trouble fucking.
it has
doing their
nothing to
thing.
do with the memorization. It just literally has to do with it takes forever to do anything in D&D. Which, I mean, that part has part of its charm, but a 6-person battle would have taken us 2 hours
it's-
just
yeah.
to do.
Way too long. Yeah.
We wouldn't have made it past the hallway.
If I showed up for 6 people tonight and we were playing D&D, I would have politely bowed out because I've done that and I don't like it.
No, you can't do D&D makes one shot so hard to do because they end up
Yep.
being 3 sessions long.
Yeah.
The one shot has to be 15 minutes of conversation. All the characters have to already know each other, and then you have to kind of like jump into the combat unless you want to like turn a one shot into like a mini campaign over the course of a month.
Yep.
Pretty much, yeah. And it's like, which
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, I like a lot of things about D&D 5e, but
Mhm.
it's just slow, so slow. So
100%.
I really like the hacking. I think my hacking system's working.
Yeah, that was cool. I like that, man.
That was pretty cool at the roll of the dice. It got to match specific pip numbers, I guess.
Yeah,
That was
that's
really
what I
cool.
thought. Figured it was a cool little mini. And I'm glad I figured out that my investigation stuff is not working. I won't even bother having that in the system for PAX. I'll just skip it and just have them roll a regular skill check or something. I've been in one shots where the goal was to teach the new players and we never finished them. Yeah. I mean, 5e, sometimes you'd never finish your one shots. I did a one shot for New Year's Eve. Oh, but speaking of way, anybody who's still watching, I am doing another one shot for New Year's Eve on this channel. It's going to be EZD6 again. So, but
Yeah, like I told you in the DMs, that's not a good time for me. Maybe the February one.
yep,
We'll see
I
how
am
the
gonna
calendar
do another
progresses.
one in February too. So I'm gonna try to do it every other month.
Are you? Wow. Okay.
You tell me I have to wait a whole month to do another one?
Well, it takes a while.
I was about to
make them.
say, if there's room, I'm down.
But yeah, so I really appreciate all your advice about it and everything, guys. Let's see here. Who is playing so we can raid them and get oh, Wonderlust is playing. We'll go stream Wonderlust. He's great. All right. Thanks guys for playing. This was great. Guys have a great night. If you don't know Wonderlust, he's great and amazing. Try to say hi to him. He does a lot of cool things.
Cool.
Bye guys.
All right, have a good one.